Previously on Lake Ridden.
Someone looking for a tube, I bet.
I'm not gonna make a Ted Stevens joke. I'm not. No one's gonna get what that means anyway. And so the journey continues. This video is sponsored by Christoph Frey. For excellent polyhorror games, check the link in the description below for some of his works. What's up, y'all? Boogie Knight here, and welcome back to Lake Ridden. Thank y'all so much for continuing to join me on this weird, interesting, and bizarre journey that has taken a more supernatural approach than I could have imagined. When we left off Marie, we went down to the island, did some sort of ritual, unlocked something for Pearl, and turns out that was a typewriter tube, which in turn now unlocked our next puzzle. Alright, so let me bring you up to date then with all that. So, I think now Pearl and Jack, there's two different avenues that I'm kind of torn between. One is that Pearl and Jack are both actual independent ghosts that want nothing to do with Nora, and that explains why they keep running from Nora. And they can't talk for whatever reason. Not sure why. There's an element of magic, obviously, within the game that I'm not too sure about. And they're acting on their own free will, and Nora's trying to do something. The second part to this, the other road, is that neither Pearl nor Jack exists as ghosts on the spectral plane, and Nora's fabricating all of this. Okay, anyways, so that being done, lore dump over. What we need to do now is Jack has tasked us before he can tell us that he can make sure that he knows that we can be trusted. We have to discover in this hidden passage back in the master bedroom, which we've since done, figure out what was stolen, who stole it, and where is it now, and then come back to Jack with the right answer. So, I actually had to redo this puzzle, thank Godfrey. I wrote it down, how to unlock it, so I didn't have to spend time doing that all over again. That's cool, no worries. And then we have these three testaments. So, the first thing we want to look at is what was stolen. I'm pretty sure to say, I'm going to go on a limb and say it was a ring, and plus this kind of looks like it says ring. That's definitely a G at the end. So, I feel like, despite Pearl saying, I know he has a locket from his mother, that doesn't seem like that's the word locket. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say what was stolen was a ring of some ilk, which would coincide fine with this. These two rings locked and loaded over there. So now we need to figure out who stole it. So we have Jack's statement saying he had left about 2:30, that's, you know, what it means by 14:30, but 10 minutes later it had gone. So somewhere between 2:30 and 2:40 p.m. What did you do during the time? He was in the root cellar to check the rat traps. Okay, so that's this one story. Now, if we go to Nellie's statement, she was in the kitchen at 2:10, walked through the courtyard to bring some bags to the laundry. The courtyard was empty. I went back to the estate after that. Doesn't say what time. So Pearl, now mind you, I've thought about this just a little bit before I hit the record button. So, I saw Nellie hurrying off towards the estate much faster than usual. I think this was around 14:20. Now, if we go back to Nellie's statement, I was in the kitchen at 14:10, then went back to the estate after that around 14:20. So this is still before the theft. So, Jack's statement, okay, so I was in the root cellar, it was around 14:35, so this, somewhere around, so I think I saw woman down in the laundry, but I didn't see who that was. That's probably Nellie. Did you see anything suspicious during that day? I did see someone leaving the estate later in the day when it was darker. The person was in a hurry. That could corroborate with Miss Nellie. I then left for my sister who's been feeling sick lately, poor soul. When I left, I saw you leaving the estate with a couple of boxes. I don't know what you were doing outside the estate with those things. Now, Investigators comment, I was doing something very important. Now, I don't know if the person that she's directing at this with this quote-unquote you could be Jack, it could be Einar, it could be Pearl, but okay, so we got Einar's statement now. At 14:10, I returned to the estate and went to the basement. Okay, so actually, hang on. 13:30, I went to the court to prepare for an experiment. I didn't see anyone when I left through the courtyard. So he was out until 14:10. And Miss Nellie said she was in the kitchen until about 14:10 and then walked through the courtyard to bring some bags of the laundry. It was empty after that. So if Miss Nellie and Einar are having conflicting statements, and then at 16:30 he left the basement. However, let's look at Jack for a second. Okay, now that was the root cellar. I think I saw a woman down in the... I went to the root cellar to check on the rat traps I had laid there. It was around 14:35. I think I saw a woman down in the laundry, but I didn't see who it was. I'm wondering if the laundry and the root cellar were somehow connected back in the day. Okay, so we're still looking at the time frame. So I'm guessing. So we have the laundry, we have the root cellar. Let's go back for a second and look at who, instead of talking about who took it, let's see about where it is now. Everything is here in these notes. The root cellar had an occupant. I did see someone lurking around the trees from around the root cellar. The root cellar. We talked about dropping something off in the laundry. The courtyard, the estate. Jack's thing, Jack's cabin, the basement. So I think this eliminates everything from where it was taken on the property, other than the lower or the upper garden. And it doesn't say anything about the gardens, which are kind of not really on the estate in general. So estate is taken, courtyard taken, root cellar, basement. I think we can eliminate the attic because that technically is part of the main estate. The laundry's been talked about. Obviously, this has been talked about. So I'm going to go on a limb and say it's either the lake area or the upper garden or the forest. Somewhere not on the estate proper. So that's going to be my guess. So now we just have to figure out who it was. Obviously, Jack is exempt because Jack is... He was the one that was looking after it. When Jack wants us to figure that out. So Jack is the one asking us. So I think by process of elimination, we can eliminate Jack. Pearl... There's no timestamp. Okay. I think it was around 14:20. So this was before the robbery. So I think, and I saw Nellie hurrying off towards the estate. I think it was around 14:20, 2:20. Oh, Burks. Hang on. Yeah, we're still good. Sorry. I just got a massive frame rate drop. The corridor was empty. I went back to the estate after that. I then left for my sister, who's been sick lately, poor soul. When I left, I saw you leaving the estate with a couple of boxes. I don't know what you were doing with those. I'm guessing that is Einar. So, I am going to come to the conclusion that Einar was the one that stole the item in question. And it was a ring. And as for where it was taken, I'm going to say the forest or one of the two gardens or the lake. I don't think Jack's going to... I think this is going to be options based on the wheel that pretty much is the bulk of all of our conversations with every NPC. So, yeah, let's take a look. Let's go back to Jack and see what happens. I don't think we're going to nerf this mission. I think Jack will just send us back and make us do more research before making a decision. Or, I mean, you could just brute force it and as a result, you could come up with the conclusion from there, but that still would take a little bit of time. But that's my logic. Is it sound logic? Probably not. Is it what we got? Yes. We'll go with it. So we've said lock it, but once again, I think according to the verbiage, it would be ring. So I'm guessing, let's go back in here. I'm going to shut this behind us. We don't need no stinking light, but we'll probably wind up using it anyway. We're okay. Actually, no, just in case. Okay, Jack, what you got? So, what did you find out? What was stolen? Okay, so a locket is an option. It's not a lock of hair, and it's not a jewel. I'm going to go with a ring because, once again, I think that's what it said on the receipt.
A ring.
And who did it? Robbers? No, we can eliminate that. Okay, Nora doesn't even have a testament, and Pearl doesn't, so it's down to Miss Nellie and Einar. Miss Nellie was going back to the property before the time of that. Einar, and she said she saw nobody. And Einar being the eccentric dude that he is, I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to say Einar.
Einar.
Or Einar. I've heard Einar. Where is it now? Oh, okay. It's not the root cellar. But destroyed, sold, and outside. That's... See, I was in the mindset meaning it was where is it now? Like, is it somewhere on the property? It's not the root cellar. Particularly now since we know that Einar is the one. If we think about Miss Nellie's testament saying that somebody was hurrying off, it could be sold, it could... I don't think it's destroyed. Sold outside, sold outside, sold outside. I'm not going to say sold. Although that receipt says something... Because if it was... Okay, I'm going to eliminate sold because here's the thing too. That receipt would not be locked up if it was sold. So I'm going to say outside.
Outside the estate.
Yes, that... Let's go. Einar took my ring and brought it somewhere outside the estate. But where could he have taken it? Wait. He was doing something out on the island. One of his strange experiments. Maybe it's still out there. I might have taken this key too. Oh ho, you sneaky git. Mess a little with him. Okay, here, take it. Okay, so where is it then? Go bring my ring back and I'll tell you where to look for your sister. What is with these bleeding fetch quests? I don't get it. Oops, sorry. Hit the wrong button as per usual. What the hell is going on out there? Okay, we're gonna get this logged with our notes. Bear with me. Pearl's state. About the kids. So we missed... we missed 1 and 3 of the kids' notes. Nope, there's 1 about the kids. Did we get all... I think did we rip Nellie's letter? So we got 1 from Nellie, 3 from Nellie. Do we have a 2 for 4, 9, 7? So we're missing a 2 and a 3 for Nellie's notes, but I feel like we've covered quite a bit of ground, to be honest with y'all. I mean, I'm not patting myself on my back, but I mean, from a lore standpoint, there's a lot of notes scattered about. So, okay, so we got to go back to the island, which is not that way, because that's just the dock. I think, yeah, we did look at the residence over there. I don't remember if we picked up a note or not. It's been a few days since I played this. And mind you, amidst this, I'm also playing Dark Souls and Unforgiving Northern Hymn. Oh yeah, and of course, Fran and I have our collaborations going, and of course I'm also doing my patron games. So that is 3, 4, that's 5 different games. That's a lot of games, plus the movie reviews, and I still need to record a review coming up for this week. Hopefully I'll get that done this weekend. I should. Pretty much all my editing is done, so I think we are on track. Now if I could just get some sleep and de-stress. That's a matter all in its own right. I won't go into it because people don't want to hear it. So let's talk about this game. Because look what I'm doing with this. No one's gonna get that reference. Actually, you know, this will be public by the time this video goes up, but I almost lost it just out of sheer happiness when Fran and I were talking the other night, and she made the troll laugh. Like, straight up noise. Oh my god, that was just brilliant. Oh, there goes Boogie Night again, talking about Fran like that. Yeah, Lloyd, don't be jealous, alright? Okay, so we crossed this creepy ritual site, which... something else. Okay, yeah, so we go and just jump across here. Yeah, I haven't done enough research, but I honestly think this is probably, if this is not Midnight Hub's first game, it's one of their first. And there's a few glitches here, there are a few things that could use some polish. But I think for a company that's pretty much on its maiden voyage, they've done a fantastic job, and I really like that. Alright, so we're going back up here to the stone circle. Now what do we do? The bones are gone, actually, or we can just drop that, that's cool too. Can't do anything on the rock. Everything's gone. Okay, so we still... Actually, hang on. Let's just check the lore quickly. I want to call these lore stones for the sake of this. Just because I want to see if anything has changed. Nope. Did we even get a key? Hang on. Okay, yeah, we did get a key from Jack. Where was the key? How do we get it? I mean, I'm probably just nitpicking, just picking away at stuff. Let's go ahead and look around here for a second. Let's go back down to the docks and... Oh, you sawed off. Will I go back at some point and do the puzzles? I might. That's tough, because I think I'll probably have to replay this from start to finish to do all the puzzles. But... I don't know. Is that a fish down there? No, it's just a rock. You can kind of see the main estate back there. Okay. So, what is the key for? Too bad we can't use it to unlock this. Anything down here? No. Oh, that's just a lantern. Bollocks. Oh, hang on.
It's locked.
Not for long, I don't... He's done it. What do we got? What? 12 November. Today my experiment begins. I shall create a light reflecting device which will shine brighter than any lighthouse. 15 November. It was a full moon today, and I had begun to wonder if the moon's shape perhaps has something... The moon's shape perhaps has some... Wow, that is hard to say. Something to do with the amount of light that the lenses reflect. Well, yeah, waxing versus waning. I shall make note of this and find the optimal conditions. It was also a very windy day. Perhaps it also affects the amount of light. Sorry, y'all. I'm just a little husky. I think it's allergies. 17 November. Unlike last week, the water level has been high. I shall take the opportunity to do an experiment every day while it lasts. I believe it gives the best results. 18 November. God, I'm going to drink a river after this. Today was a windless day, but a cold morning. The moon was dark, so new moon probably, but I still did the experiment to see what happens. It did not shine very bright, as suspected, but it did show me a perfect hideout. Okay. I shall use this hideout for my new safe, in which I have hidden some valuables. You mean like the ring you stole from Jack? Oh, what? 19th November. The wind was harsh and cold today. A crescent moon, waxing or waning, gave me some interesting results that lasted for a few seconds. Okay. Okay. we'll go back to that. 24 November, today was the first clear sky for the first time in several months. The water level was low, and I wonder if it might be optimal after all. I shall investigate it. Hang on. For the first time in several... The water level is low, and I wonder if it might be optimal after all. I shall investigate it further. What might be optimal? The water level? Okay. Good lord. 28th November, it finally stopped snowing. Hooray. Now I can continue my work on the island. But it is cold, but my work is far more important than being comfortable. Now you sound like me. 29th November, good lord. A clear sky with a full moon and with a high water level seems to give the best results. Huh, well that's the tide. The amount of wind doesn't seem to matter, my work here is done. Sight. Okay. I hope, thank Gwen, we have that all saved. What do we have? Lens, lantern. How many? 5 lenses, 5 stones. Okay. Can we actually... No, that doesn't tell us anything. So can we just throw these wherever we want? Okay, so... Okay. So we have reflectors now. Maybe. Okay. So let's just go hang these up. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, wait a second. Aha! That's where the lantern... That's why we had knocked over the thing. What the hell? Okay, so that already points to this, so we do have a starting point. Let's just kind of see where this goes. Without blinding ourselves. Wait a second, wait a second. Lake. Nope, okay. Einar's journal. Hang on. So we got this last page on the sightings. So we already know this is going to hit this. And that sprang to this. Hang on. Try to just figure this all out for a second. So that already hit there and then went to here. Bear with me. I'm going to just go ahead and bring this back. Or did we even move that? Whoa, okay. So we already know the first thing that's going to hit is kind of the female symbol. That's the circle with the cross at the bottom. So we have one system here. We got 3 to choose from. So that's the first one we're going near. I think we can eliminate everything else. So let's go ahead and do the cross next, then the male symbol. So the cross is just over that way. Oop, nope. So it can't hit. So it can go over there. So, hang on. That's gone. So now we can go... So both of these mean the male symbol is active, so... Where is that, though? So that's the one... So straight here. We're looking here. Okay, so that's already going to the male symbol. And then we have the dot. So let's see if we can locate the dot. Can we? It's getting confusing now. Or we can spin that as well. Oh boy. I'm just gonna go ahead and ignore that for a second. Unless we're missing something. Full moon. This is not conditions. This is a windy day. Well, okay. Before we just abandon everything, let's see if we can go do the dot. Can we? We can. And then from the knot, or the dot, the knot, the cross. The cross. And then from the cross, the H. And there is no H. Okie pokey. I should have looked at that beforehand. And there's no H on this bottom one, so... Now that we have the no H rule, let's just take a look quickly. That's got an H, that's got an H, that's got an H, that's got an H, that's got one, that's got one, that's got one, that's got one, that's got... They all have H's. Unless... the H is a... Wait a hot minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait. There's... Hang on, I've got an idea. Hideout. The H means hideout. Okay, so... That's gotta be the case. So, because there's no H on the symbols, this means we have two options to work with. And since this one doesn't work because we cannot connect the dot to the cross... Actually, can we? We can do the dot to the cross. Is this the dot? No, this is the cross. Now what? Nope. Okay. So, with that in mind... We're going to switch this around so the dot is the first. Alright, so the dot's first now. That's shining here. So it's dot cross female. So now we know we can spin this. Oh, good lord, this is insane. Dot. I'm trying to get this over here to the right. Okay, Okay, let's just... I'm gonna clear this off then for a second. Okay, so the dot's here. We want to get it to get all shiny over here. There we go. Dot, cross... Was it female? There's dot, cross, female, male. Dot, cross, female, male. Okay. So can we swing this around then? Female. And then male. Is that way. Now what? What the? Shoot. Wait a minute. Is that? No, that's going over here. Unless this... So that doesn't tell us anything. Alright, I will let you guys know when I've got this figured out. 3, 2, 1. What the? Oh, okay. What do we have here? Oh, good lord. Another one of these things? Alright. Let's see how long this one takes. Okay, so I've been wrestling with this for about 15 minutes. So, and been playing for about an hour now. So I think I am just going to stop for the evening. And then when we pick back up on this, we should have an answer to this little pain in the butt slider. So, yeah, I'm still enjoying this game. I feel like the slide tile things right now are a little bit arduous. Like, it started out easy, now it's just getting even more and more meticulous. So, but yeah, the other puzzles are great. I'm enjoying them. They require some thought process. Obviously, the last one took me some time, and I had to kind of re-go through the journal many, many times, and kind of the brute force method, but you know, it's all good. I don't mind at all. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you like the puzzles? Do you like the lore? Do you like the overall plot? Or any things you would do differently? Yeah, let me know. I do read every comment, and I try to reply to every comment. As always, a big thank you to Christoph Ray for being a sponsor of the Boogie Night Project. If you like low-poly horror games with an emphasis on story, character development, plot, atmosphere, fear factor, just overall everything all-encompassing, check him out. Links in the description below. I guarantee you will not be let down. So, with that being said, before I call it a night, if you like the Boogie Night Project and you want to find out more, I do have a Twitter page as well as a public Discord channel. Links to both of those are in the description below, as well as a link to my temporarily defunct Twitch page. And hey, if you're curious, I also have a Patreon where for as little as $1 a month, you can get access to exclusive content such as the Patreon-only section on my Discord, and also now I'm doing weekly Patreon uploads. So otherwise, I hope you all have a fantastic night, and I'll catch you on the flip side, alright? Peace. Hey y'all, while my gratitude knows no bounds for every single bit of love and support y'all have shown for me over the years, there are a few people that I legitimately want to take a few minutes to thank for their unending help and support. First of all, obviously Christoph Frey, not just for being a sponsor of the Boogie Night Project, but also for letting me use his music from GABA Transistor in my streams, as well as him kind of coming up with his own little fragment for my new introduction to the Boogie Night Project. And speaking of introductions, the intro as well as my YouTube banner page were done by the amazing Oren. You might know him as Oren VDK, as well as Oren from Couple Cakes. Thank you so much, Oren. I really do appreciate the time you took to put together everything from the banner to the beautifully done introduction that merged perfectly with Christoph's music from GABA Transistor. So big thank you to them. And also, this would not be possible with the help of my extremely amazing patrons, both current and former, such as Lexi Kitty, Silverleaf, Barry Grave, Harkov, Jeray, Larian, and Oren, as well as a few others that have come and gone over the years. Y'all, this would not be possible without your help and your support. I know I have not been able to provide much in the way of giving back in Patreon rewards, but I am in the process of revamping my Patreon as well as the rewards that I can do, so be prepared. I know I joke about it, saying that if you're morbidly fascinating, check it out, but if you do want to give to the Boogie Night Project, that is the easiest way to do so, and I am legitimately setting aside funds to buy more hardware for my computer, as well as making things look more professional. But once again, very big thank y'all to everybody who has supported me from the beginning all the way to the present, as well as those individuals that have gone out of their way to help. So once again, guys, thank you so much for all your constant love and support. My gratitude knows no bounds, and I'll catch you on the flip side, alright? Peace.